Just got off the train here at Pennsauken, going down to our transit center here. I have no idea what that bridge is called. It's our light rail station. That's where we're going. Get our ticket. So we go to get our ticket. Touch screen to start. After you get your ticket, you gotta stick it in and validate it. Validate it. All right. At this point, let's see. Should be. Usually there's there it is. So 12:43 or I don't know. I'm having trouble focusing today. I'll cut my Garmin on and see what time it is. I guess today will be a little bit of a treat for Bike Blogger, assuming he watches the channel. I think he does. He loves trains. I think the light rail will be here, and I think it said 5 minutes or so, 5 or 10 minutes. In the interim, I'll just talk very briefly about what guilty verdict means for you, non-cyclists, cyclists and non-cyclists. Basically what it means for the public abroad. Now what I'm about to say, it's much more than just simply me pointing out the injustices that occurred during my trial and appeal. It's a slippery slope. It sets precedents. We see, when I have legal representation, I win. Granted, that's not an automatic. It helps. It's like 2/3 of the win when you're actually innocent, and I am. But yeah, when you have legal representation, you win. When you're innocent. I don't know if anybody out there plays chess. Okay, this is the best metaphor, analogy, comparative analogy I can come up for this thing. Have you ever played chess, or maybe a video game with somebody, and their king is completely pinned down? You yourself have realized that you beat them, like, 3 or 5 moves ago, and they're still angry. They're desperately trying to, and when they ultimately are forced to come to terms that, well, you don't have a legal maneuver left to remedy your situation, to win. Have you ever seen them when they get so angry where they just push all the pieces of the chessboard off in a fit of anger? That's kind of what Judge John Rosenberger did to me. Very angry with me throughout the trial. Head turned red. And Judge Taylor, who did the appeal, that appeal was a complete joke. It was nothing more than an episode of catharsis. Let Mr. Dunbar come in, let him just simply get it off his chest, and then send him on his way with his guilty verdict. When you're not allowed to question your witnesses, pertinent, relevant evidence. I wasn't I wasn't allowed to introduce any evidence while cross-examining Heath Purr or Kevin Devlin. The judge forbid me from doing that. I needed to introduce this evidence. The point that I'm making is that it's an extremely dangerous precedence that ends up being set. Okay.
Heads up, station passengers. The New Jersey Transit 1247 train to Waterfront Entertainment Center.
I'm not going there. It sets a very dangerous precedent. You are. I mean, I can tell you right now. I don't see John Rosenberger or Donna Taylor doing to an attorney what they did to me. You're poor, you're black, you're homeless. We can pretty much do to you whatever we want. We literally see during the appeal, when I tried to bring up the fact that I needed to make a left-hand turn, I needed to access that middle bidirectional turn in median. The prosecutor in that matter immediately jumped and said, Your Honor, this was not brought up in court, which was a bold-faced lie. It was brought up. It just simply wasn't allowed to be introduced. I don't know if that's the right terminology. What I'm trying to say there is, I could understand, I could wrap my head around if I was just simply a forgetful or unprepared self-defendant who, if I went into Judge Taylor's appellate court with a whole bunch of, oh, Your Honor, I forgot to ask, and I forgot to say, and I forgot to bring up during the trial, I could totally understand that would be on me. But that is not the case at all. These matters were brought up. The turning lane, my final destination was brought up. The drainage grates were brought up. They were just simply immediately shut down instantaneously by Judge John Rosenberger. Even he says at the end, I don't care where you were going. Cut it off. He demanded that the video be shut off. He refused to watch the video in its entirety. So again, it's not like I was just simply forgetful. This is a very dangerous precedent. What other kind of trials where laws can be ignored? Words matter. The details matter. I don't know. I'll see if I can maybe link it down below. There's a case involving a union. This went on for a while. Something about wages. Because your job performance, what you're responsible for doing, it's outlined, very detailed when you're a union person. And this union felt that they were cheated back wages because they had been doing a particular job or a particular aspect of the job for a great many years, and they had not been getting paid for it. It all came down to, believe it or not even an entire word, but the placement of a simple comma. It all came down to a tiniest of punctuations. And yes, they ended up winning that. That union won tens of millions of dollars in back wages, attorney fees, and things of the sort like that. So yeah, I'm not even trying to scramble to invoke a tiny little factoid of the law here. You know, the law, it's very clear. You guys are already familiar with it. They just simply don't want to acknowledge it. Alright, here's our light rail. See you guys in a bit. My parking spot's not available. Oh well. Alright, so I'm here inside light rail on our way to Trenton Station. It's actually a pretty long ride, so I'll end the video here. Yeah, still not feeling well. I'll see if I can do another video at once you get to Trenton. Alright? See you guys later. Total Control 871.